Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the key to currency farming in Path of Exile, especially this league. So one thing that a lot of streamers are doing, and a lot of big YouTube content creators for Path of Exile, is posting these crazy currency strategies that are making them hundreds of divine orbs a week, and it makes me sad because I have one and I'm not that dedicated. But don't worry, if you want to make a lot of currency, you can do it yourself, using scarabs. I'm sure you've seen lots of YouTubers say that scarabs are the key to making currency this league, other than grave crafting, and that there are tons of ways to do it. But what if I told you that in order to use scarabs properly, you would need to do something else first? A lot of YouTube creators are forgetting to tell you that you only have 4 map slots up until you do something very specific in the game. And I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can unlock your next scarab slot, so that way you can maximize your currency grinding. Also, with our character here, our Explodey Man guy, we are level 87 now. We've made a lot of progress. I did a lot of currency grinding off camera, and I managed to get another divine orb, as well as some more chaos orbs. And overall, I've just been working on getting more stuff. I ran some expedition, made some items, the usual, and now we're gonna start trying to get ourselves our last scarab slot, or map slot if you want to call it that. You will notice in this fragments tab I have legion splinters. These splinters are obtained through legion monoliths, and once you get a stack of 100 they will turn into an emblem. If you have at least 2 emblems, you can put them into your map device and you can enter the domain of timeless conflict, which is an old league mechanic from Legion League. I won't get into it. It's a pretty easy encounter for the most part. Basically, they give you a timer and you just kill as many things as you can, and you rack up rewards that are all given to you at the end based on the number of monsters you kill with the special icons over them. However, in that domain of timeless conflict, the number of special unique bosses in there present is equal to the number of emblems you use. And you might be looking and saying, well, there are 5 emblems. I only have 4 slots. Exactly. In Legion League, they made it so that if you used all 4 of the emblems, it doesn't matter which ones, and you put them in your map device and enter the domain of timeless conflict and won, you would unlock a 5th map slot. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock that 5th map slot. I'm going to get myself some of these emblems. They're very cheap. They're not hard to get if you're looking to get them yourself. I'm going to just buy them because I have some chaos to do it, and I would like my map slots in order to start making some more money and using scarabs. And I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, well, after a little trading and what cost me about, I would estimate, about 25 chaos orbs, I now have all 4 emblems for the domain of timeless conflict. I don't remember the level of the area. I guess we'll see when we go in. But before we go in, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on our character. While I was offline farming, I did quite a few expedition logbooks and managed to get myself quite a few pieces of scrap metal, along with some artifacts for Rog and Tujin. However, Tujin, I ran out of currency up here, and with Rog, I ran out of the exceptional order artifacts. So I'm currently in the process of trying to make some items, but I need more artifacts to do it. So with that in mind, before I run these, you can get these splinters from the Legion monoliths like I said. There are scarabs for it that make it very easy to encounter them. It's also a map device crafting option if I remember correctly. Yep, right here. This costs chaos orbs after the first option though, so just keep that in mind. And you can always spec into these things onto your Atlas tree if you so choose. I'm not 100% sure where Legion is on here, but I know that it is. So, with that in mind, let's get into it. So if I use all 4 of these on my map device at the same time and go into it again, you're going to notice that it has not changed. And that's because in order for it to change, you need to complete the full encounter. Now, as we go in here, you're going to see it's fully explored. It's monster level 81, which is actually quite high for me, so I need to be very careful. I haven't done anything even close to this high with this character yet, but it's okay. I should be fine. So basically the way this works is you're going to see that there are these green little icons on the map, and if you see those, that means that that's a unique boss. Each of those emblems that I told you about has a unique boss, and they're at certain spots in this arena. So there's going to be one there, and there. So if we go around to each of those and kill those, they each have a reward type over their head, and a lot of the rare monsters will too. And so as long as we keep killing them, our rewards will keep piling up, and eventually all our items will drop in the middle, and we'll have a big loot pile, and then we'll all be happy. So in order to start the encounter, all you do is walk into the circle and it'll start. So with that, let's get started. As you can see, there's a timer above my head which tells you how long I have to kill all these things. You can also see that these guys are quite tanky. This is a bit of a higher level than I anticipated, so... Next boss. Oh, I forgot they do chaos damage. Be very careful about that. I might just skip them. I do not have much chaos resist on this character, and I genuinely think I'd just be better off skipping chaos damaging dudes. I think I'm going to have to skip killing the unique bosses in this encounter, which is fine. You can still get plenty of rewards without killing them, so I'm not too worried about it. But do know that they are, I believe, the best source of loot in here, and any uniques that drop in here usually come off of those unique bosses. So if you're looking to get the special jewels that come off of them or anything like that, those come explicitly off of these special dudes. Also, he's a currency one, so I kind of do want to kill him. In order to reset the enemies in the instance, I mean, if you think about it, if you're a fully leveled character running this, you would run out of enemies to kill very quickly, and it would not be worth it. But if you run into the middle, you can step into the circle again, and you can reset all of the enemies. And if you do that, they all spawn, the rare monsters will spawn back, so will the bosses, and they'll all have new reward modifiers over them. And so as long as you keep doing that, you'll keep getting more rewards. All the loot for these is dropped at the end, by the way, not at the beginning. Well, not at the beginning, obviously. I meant not during the encounter. And that's all of it. So I'm not going to get too much loot because I didn't do very well, but you'll notice that all of the loot has dropped on the ground at the end, and I can go around and pick all this up. Pick all our loot up, and now we can head back. So now, if we go back into my hideout and I check my map device, you're going to notice that nothing changed. What? Well, the reason for that is because I didn't kill all of the generals. My character, as great as he is not super amazing at the moment because my gear looks like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. It's terrible. My character has horrible equipment. The only things that are even kind of acceptable are my bow, my amulet, and my belt, and my boots. Everything else is absolute garbage, which means that I'm doing no damage. But don't worry, your character is likely going to be a lot better than mine when you decide to run this now that you've seen how it works and what the level is. Monster level 81 is the equivalent of a tier 14 map, so as long as you can run a tier 14 map relatively comfortably and kill the map boss without much issue, you shouldn't have much trouble in here. On this character, you'll notice I have not run higher than tier 8s. I'm being a little conservative when it comes to what maps I can run, but overall, you should be able to kill all these bosses if you're entering this area and you know that it's a level 81 area. And in order to get the 5th map slot, you have to kill all of the generals at least one time. You guys will notice I only killed Marseilles Lioni. I think I killed him twice in there. You have to kill all of the generals or else you are not going to get that 5th map slot. But my character, I'm going to continue to level him up, and hopefully I am able to unlock that 5th map slot and start grinding currency with scarabs using some of the other strategies I have seen online. Or maybe I'll just throw scarabs in for fun. Having another map slot always does just mean I can experiment more anyways. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're looking to farm with scarabs, you can always go look at Zizarin's channel. I know he posted a video about anarchy farming with rogue exiles with scarabs. You could also look at Grimrow's channel. He just posted one for farming scarabs using scarabs. And there's plenty of other videos out there. There are so many different strategies with all of these new scarabs. Or you can just use whatever you want. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.